Hello, everyone. This is Felicia Bender, the Practical Numerologist, with your numerology forecast for the sixth personal year for April 2023. So, I just want to say real quickly, if you are new to numerology, you're not sure what these forecasts are based on, or have any idea, you're just clicking and seeing what's here. This is based on your personal year in numerology, not on your life path number. So, those are two entirely different things in numerology. Okay. So, if you're unsure of what your personal year is, please just take a second, go to the description box. There's a calculator there. There's also an indicator of if you want to know more about your life path. There's some great free resources there at my website, feliciabender.com. But this particular video is designed for the forecast if you are in a sixth personal year. Okay. So we're cutting right to the chase, but I just want to make sure you're at the right place at the right time. All right. So, sixth personal year, April is a number one personal month for you. So, you're saying if you're somewhat new, it's like, okay, I'm confused. You're talking about the six and now the one. So, the six as your personal year is the energy that you are the theme to your party for the entire year. The six is all about responsibilities, it's home and family stuff, it's all kinds of things that we'll be talking about, and I have been talking about that I'll remind you of all year long. And yet each month carries with it a different frequency, a different number, and it's kind of like the point of destination, little points of destination as you go through your year, right? Your road trip that you're on. So you get to stop at different places and get different experiences, and that is what the personal month number is for you. All right. And so this is the month to ignite your passion and start something new. All right. This is an initiating new beginnings month for you. And I'm starting out also this month for all the forecasts with a quote just for fun, have a framework, right? And so here's your quote that I picked out of the bag, out of the grab bag for you for this month. So maybe it can frame what you're working with and how you're feeling. So it's from or by Clarissa Pinkola Estes, and her she says it's worse to stay where one does not belong. Okay, let me start it again. I kind of yeah, okay, starting again. Back up. It's worse to stay where one does not belong at all than to wander about lost for a while, looking for the psychic and soulful kinship one requires. Requires and desires, right? So that's a really good one for those of you in your six because you are reevaluating everything. You are evaluating who, what, when, where, and why. You are looking at yourself and I mean, after your five personal year last year, that was a very change-worthy year, dare I say. Lots of shifting and turning. Hopefully, if you're in it, right? Or if not, this is a year where things are getting kind of stale, and you're going, should have made that change," right? So sorry. I mean, it's the truth. We all do it, right? We all have done it. So this is your year. Where you get to evaluate that. And it starts with evaluation of yourself. So I am just going to ask you this, could this possibly, this month, be your eureka moment? Because I really think it can. It is it is a spark for you this month. So do not waste a second of your time in April as you start kind of setting the table, so to speak, and initiating these crucial additions or changes related to your sense of home, related to your sense of relationship. All of those things are a key element, aspect. They're a central theme: home, family, relationships, responsibility. This month, well, not only this month, but the entire year. Okay, that's where all roads lead this year in a sixth personal year. So last month offered really a multitude of opportunities and experiences, allowing or even forcing, perhaps, for lack of a better term, for you to let go of certain things that you needed to say goodbye to. So last month was a 9 month for you, just about unraveling, relinquishing, exfoliating, so to speak, just letting things slough off. So March was about that and letting go. So that's in the rearview mirror now. And April, on the other hand, supports the start of new activities, the beginnings of new relationships, and these are going to most likely be intensified between April 9th and April 27th. So remember that the entire year is all about reviewing your relationships first. Again, I'm going to repeat this ad nauseum. So, but really, it helps to keep us on track. At least it helps me. That's why I love numerology. So it's really about those relationships in the sixth personal year with yourself, everyone else in your life. This goes from your most intimate engagements, partnerships, to friends, colleagues, business partnerships, family, that sort of thing. Okay. So April is all about initiating something new and supports you in acting upon your sense of individuality, your independence, your creative mm, force field that you are. Anything creative is really, really, you might be getting some downloads of some great ideas, some innovations, that sort of thing. Write them down. Please write them down because you're really getting a lot of that coming through in April. So around April 18th, you might experience kind of a breakaway of some of those old conditions, some of those old circumstances that's kind of bridging from last month. Okay. Are you ready for a total reinvention? That's the big question. And will it be on a grand scale or will it be on a more subtle one? And there's no right or wrong here, and there's no better or worse. It's just there can, for some of you, there can be some, I mean, life changing things going on for you right now, very substantial. And then for others of you, maybe it's more subtle. Maybe it's just small tweaks. Maybe things are a little bit more stabilized for you. Either way, you're still getting some new starts, some new beginnings, some new opportunities, new openings this month. This is very much a forward moving month for you, so make it count. All right. Don't expect solid results to manifest overnight. Yet the energy here is asking you to nurture the projects, the relationships that you want to see bloom and blossom throughout the year. It's kind of like a fertilizer time, right? You're fertilizing to really give some TLC to what you want to see grow and to bloom. You're really setting the stage for the rest of the year, for the rest of 2023 during April. So choose what you focus on. Be kind of persnickety, okay? Use care and use passion, and don't focus on anything that really isn't speaking to you and jazzing you and speaking to your heart, because this is asking you to really go for a new direction that really is more in alignment with who you are now. Okay, not who you were last year, not 5 years ago, not when you were born. It's now. Who are you now? So you might focus on honing in and defining your personal values. Sometimes it even helps to simply just sit, have a cup of tea, a coffee, something, and just write it down. Sounds simple, right? And everyone talks about it, journaling, writing it down, but it is so true. It's very powerful and on so many levels, even simply neurologically, right? So, what are your ideals? In what ways are you idealistic? And in what categories? For instance, I don't know, we'll just throw a few examples in. Please, understand that these are just general examples. It's a general reading, but maybe you get really jacked up about the political system because you have strong ideals about how it could be done. Maybe that's something that could use a little modulation or something just to make you feel a little less, jacked up about it, right? Or perhaps you have an overriding sense of idealism about maybe just your intimate partner, how they should behave, people in your life, right? How they should behave, what they should say, what they should do. And you experience disappointment after disappointment when they really don't measure up. And this is a month where you could really step back and evaluate that and say, well, how's that working for me? And if it's not working well for me, how can I shift it? How can I change it? So it's about trying something different, right? Or let's say your idealism resides mostly in your sense of yourself and your sense of your performance, right? You have like a really high bar for yourself, totally out of this world expectations for how you look, what your performance is, all of those things. So it's going to be a time where some of those things are gonna come into play, specifically numerologically speaking, so that you have the opportunity to look at them, name them, and then change them if you would like to. So whatever it may be for you in particular, it could be a combination thereof. It's usually not just one thing, right? But April offers you some opportunities to delve into your perceptions on a deeper level and come to terms with what works for you and those in your satellite, right, and your circle, and what you might want to reconsider. Okay, and to put some parameters around that. So if this resonates with you, it might be a great month to visit a little. There's all kinds of tools, all kinds of things that we could go to, but the work of Byron Katie is really a great tool for this. Basically, Byron Katie, Byron, Byron Katie, and her website is called The Work, I believe, thework.com. Basically, she offers a system where we can dissect our troublesome thoughts and decide if we want to keep them or not, right? It's like, is this true? And she goes through a process, and it can be very eye-opening and very releasing if you want to do that, if you go through that. That's just one of so many resources that might call to you, or you might seek out this month to help you and to support you in this process. So, with that said, your sixth personal year offers continued moments where you can evaluate your core values, how you might want to revise, how you engage with those values, with those all of that, and how you choose to express them. So April is your month to stand on your own 2 feet, to express yourself within your relationship life. It's a great time to turn over a new leaf and let go of unrealistic expectations and give yourself a hall pass. Seriously, just relax a minute, right? Relax into some acceptance of yourself and of others, with all the warts, all the foibles, all the mess, right? All the mess that often is where we all find ourselves at some point, right? So just be okay with it. Just be okay where you are right here, right now. So that is what your month brings to you. So have a great one, and I really look forward to seeing you back here to see what May has in store for you.